Good afternoon. My name is Gordon Hunt, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you to our graduation ceremony in this magnificent setting of Hamilton Town House. This is a very special occasion. We know you're going to have a fantastic time today, and I'm here to give you an idea of how the ceremony will work. We'll ask you to stand as the processions enter. Our staff enter first, followed by members of the Senate and Court, and the final procession is the Vice-Chancellor's party, led by the Bidelas carrying the university mace. We all sit when they have taken their seats at the front of the platform. After the graduation address, given today by Professor Jean Key, Vice Principal and Pro-Vice Chancellor International, we will be presenting Graham O'Brien for an honorary degree. And after that, the graduands will be brought forward to receive their awards. Each graduand will be called by name by the dean or assistant dean of their school. We invite everyone to applaud each one as they come onto the platform. They will then be capped, that's a wee doff on the head, by the Vice-Chancellor, and hooded by the Bidelas and collect their certificate parchment from the registrar. You will all have someone special that you're here to support, but all our graduands are special, so please give enthusiastic applause for each and every graduand as they come onto the platform. We do ask, however, that we do this just once for each of them as they come up to be capped, so that we can all hear the name of the next graduand being called. When the last graduate has left the stage, there will be a response by the honorary graduate on behalf of all those receiving awards, followed by a few closing remarks from the Vice-Chancellor. The platform party will then leave the stage and exit the hall, followed by the graduates. Please stand when the platform party stands and remain standing until all the graduates have left the hall. After the ceremony, we would like to welcome you all to our graduation reception in the Armada Hall at the campus. Should you need any assistance during the ceremony, please make yourself known to one of our marshals in the purple gowns in the aisles or at the back of the hall. So have your cameras ready and your mobile phones on silent, please, and we'll begin at 2:30. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to the University of the West of Scotland Hamilton graduation ceremony. It's a delight and a privilege for myself and my colleagues to be here with you. I hope you have a lovely afternoon. It's my privilege to declare this assembly for the award of academic distinctions in session.
Deputy Lieutenant, Provost, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, but most of all, graduands. It's my great pleasure as Vice Principal of this university to welcome you to today's graduation. This is a really important day in your lives, and we're delighted to see so many of you here with us today. For everyone here at UWS, graduation is one of the most important days in the university calendar. Our students are the heart and soul of our university, and it's therefore a privilege and an honour for my colleagues and I to share this day with you, our students, and with your family and friends. The first thing I want to say to you is enjoy the day. Relax and make sure you get as much as possible out of this special day of celebration. Graduation ceremonies should reflect the traditions of the past, but that doesn't mean to say they can't be joyous occasions. So don't hold back when you see somebody you know coming across the platform. Cheer, whoop, whistle, however you want to celebrate. We welcome all of that. From my experience of attending many graduation ceremonies over the years, I've noticed that graduands are more frightened of walking across the stage to get their awards than anything else they've had to do whilst at university. So I would say to you, don't be frightened of this short walk across the stage. Remember, it's not a race, and I've just walked up the steps. They're not too bad, so I think you'll be all right. Enjoy the moment. This is the time for you and your family and friends to really celebrate. So graduands, all of you sitting here today can be extremely proud of the fact that you've put in a lot of hard work and had the determination to succeed. Today, surrounded by your friends and family, you'll graduate from UWS. This is a significant accomplishment and should not be understated. A university qualification is one of the highest academic achievements that an individual can attain and requires not only an inquiring mind, but also dedication and commitment. The next generation of people getting a degree. It will come soon. See, that stopped immediately. As well as being a time of celebration, today also marks the day of a new chapter in your lives, a time of great opportunity, the next step in your journey. It may be daunting for those of you who are about to enter the workplace for the first time, but I would encourage all of you, whether you're preparing to set off on the first stage or indeed the next stage of your career, to embrace the challenge and the many opportunities that will come your way. You've already shown during your time at UWS that you have the skills, knowledge, and personal attributes needed to make an impact on the world. This is your time, your opportunity to bring to life your hopes, dreams, ambitions, and aspirations. Throw yourself into the many opportunities that will come your way. Get out into the world, travel, broaden your horizons, and you'll do great things. While it will be fantastic if you build your career here in Scotland and contribute to the social and economic development of our communities here, I would also urge you to consider opportunities further afield. But wherever you go, keep in touch with us at UWS and share your journey with us. I hope you'll look back at your time at UWS fondly and encourage and inspire others to follow in your footsteps. For those of you who've come to UWS from elsewhere in the UK or from overseas, I hope you've enjoyed your time with us and that you now have a passion not just for UWS, but for Scotland too. One of the real privileges of my job is that I get an opportunity to meet students from across the university and to hear about their different and very often inspiring learning journeys. Whatever challenges you've had to overcome to get here today, you've all got one thing in common: a positive mindset to succeed and expand your knowledge. This mindset means facing challenges we all undoubtedly face in life with positivity and determination, and to view the tough things we do in life not as sacrifices, but as choices. As I hope all of you graduating today will know, at UWS, the success of our students is paramount. We pride ourselves on being a highly student-focused university. With over 2 million students undertaking higher education across the UK and nearly 16,000 of those students at UWS, the importance of students to universities and the wider economy is enormous. Never underestimate your worth and value to society. You are our great hope for the future. It's people like you that will shape our society. Now, I'm very passionate about the importance of professional and personal development, and so I want to encourage you to invest in yourselves. I know that'll be a challenge, but try to make sure that you find the time to reflect on what you're doing and what you could be doing next. It's so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day race of life, but from time to time, just reflect. And don't forget that we're here to support you through your lifelong journey. Like many universities, we're heavily involved in supporting the health and well-being of staff and students, and this is often through sport. At UWS, we're passionate about our students' sporting excellence and recognise the increasing importance of sports in the life of the university and its students. So it's great to see the success of some of our students. For example, one of our Glasgow 2014 athletes, badminton player Rebecca Finlay, represented Team GB in the World University Games in Korea in July this year. And our sports scholarship recipient, Callum Hawkins, followed up being second-placed British athlete to Mo Farah in the Great North Run by running the third fastest time ever by a Scot in the Great Scottish Run. And Callum is targeting a place at next year's Olympics in the marathon. And we wish him well. We're extremely proud of their achievements. We actively support a number of hugely talented sportsmen and women to ensure that they're able to combine their studies here at UWS with competing at the highest sporting level. But sport is important not just for those who are performing at regional and international levels, but also for those who are keen to do more to meet with like-minded peers, to enhance their fitness and well-being, and to take up something new for their own enjoyment. We want our students to have fun, and while that may be through sport, it may also be through volunteering or citizenship activities. Such activities ensure that they have a more rounded education and leave UWS with a range of transferable skills and impressive graduate attributes. One of my roles here today is to give a few examples of lessons in life, but I'm not sure how significant my advice will be because, after all, each of us will follow a very, very personal journey, and no one experience is better than another. But if I think back to the time when I gained my undergraduate degree, I realised that I didn't understand what life might offer. And across your lives, you will have a range of successes, but you'll also have other less successful and more challenging experiences. Life isn't about everything going smoothly all the time. It's about how you deal with these times and learn from them that will make you stronger, more resilient and more successful. Your true capability is determined not only by your successes, but how you cope with adversity and whether you're able to bounce back. As you can tell from my accent, I wasn't born in Scotland. I grew up in Liverpool, attended an inner-city comprehensive school, and was the first in my family to go to into higher education and into universities. And at the age of 18, I went to teacher training college to become a physical education teacher. At that time, I thought it was the pinnacle of my career. And from the age of 5, it was all I'd ever wanted to do. And if at that point you described my future career to me, which has included many years in higher education, I just wouldn't have believed you. But you never know where you can end up and what you might be privileged to do. And this is my point. This is the start of your journey, and the opportunities available to you are endless. Grasp them as they're offered and seize every opportunity that comes your way. Whatever you decide to do after you leave here, you now have a platform to go out and make a real and lasting impact in the world. Always strive to be the best you can be, however hard that might be. I believe that if you use the same willpower that has seen you successfully complete your studies at UWS, you can achieve those goals and ambitions. Don't stop chasing your dreams. You will be an alumni of this university and members of the UWS Alumni Association. Use this association to network, to stay in touch with friends, and to stay in touch with us at the university. And we'll be emailing you soon to tell you more, and I hope you'll be proud of your connection with UWS and stay in contact with us. We already have a number of successful alumni, and we want to add you to that number. For example, Les Hutchinson is a very successful businessman and entrepreneur, and Neil Harrow is now assistant coach of a major American basketball team. And this month, we're delighted to be able to recognise the success of two other successful alumni, Harry Papadopoulos and Gareth Gaston. Harry studied electrical engineering with us in the early 70s and is best known for his hugely important contribution to music photography in the 80s. And he will be honoured on the 18th of November. Gareth graduated from UWS in the 90s, and he leads the virtual banking division of one of the largest banks in the United States. And we're delighted he will receive an honorary doctorate on the 19th of November. Behind every successful graduate is an important support team, your friends and family. And it's only right that they join the celebration today, as I know how invaluable their support can be in helping you through the ups and downs that come with studying towards a university qualification. Your family and friends will be very proud of you. And actually, you can't imagine the relief they're experiencing today as you successfully complete your degree. So on behalf of my colleagues, I would like to wish every one of you a very happy and enjoyable day, and to our graduates, great success, health and happiness for the future. We're immensely proud of you all. To the class of 2015, it's now time to open the doors and let your dream begin. Be the best you can be and make a difference. Congratulations to you all.
Vice-Chancellor, it's my privilege to present to you for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, Graham O'Bray. Graham was born on the 11th September 1965 in Nuneaton, Warwickshire, but has lived almost all of his life in Irvine and certainly considers himself Scottish. At school, Graham was a quiet boy. He suffered from bullying, but his release was his bicycle, which subsequently developed into a lifelong passion. While he followed his cycling dreams, he also made time for family, having two sons, Ewan and Jamie, with Anne, all of whom are here today to support him. I could start by saying that Graham was one of Scotland's greatest cyclists, who was inducted into the Scottish Sports Hall of Fame in 2010. He twice broke the world hour record and twice won the World Individual Pursuit Championship, breaking the then world record in the process. But simply doing so would significantly undervalue Graham's contribution to his chosen sport, cycling. In the corporate strategy of the university, we describe ourselves as a university that dares to be different, something we try to instill into our students. Well, I think that I could certainly describe Graham as someone who dared to be different. How did he come to be known as the Flying Scotsman, and exactly how was Graham different? Actually, I don't have time today to go into his whole life story, but I would recommend a very good book, The Flying Scotsman, and a feature film based on that book if you want to find out more about Graham. Graham started riding his bike as a youngster initially for pleasure, but this quickly progressed to racing and winning races. But he wanted more success and to ride faster. It was then he came up with the idea that it would be more aerodynamically efficient if he turned his handlebars upside down allowing him to adopt a tucked position. It worked, and he quickly was winning time trial races across the UK by a significant margin, setting new British records. I first met Graham around 1992, when he called and asked if I could perform a maximal fitness test for him. I was then somewhat surprised when Graham turned up on a mountain bike and not a racing bike. While I was adjusting my equipment to accommodate the mountain bike, there was another surprise. At that time, mountain bikes came with 2 chain rings at the front, but Graham had re-engineered his own to have 3 chain rings. Naturally, I asked Graham, why would he need such a low gearing? His reply, that is so I can get up the very steep hills when I've filled my rucksack with big rocks. That was what he was doing for training. Graham then, as a relatively unknown amateur cyclist, quickly raised his ambitions to the ultimate goal for a time trial cyclist, the world hour record. I'm not sure how many of the audience are familiar with the world hour record, but you may have seen it mentioned recently in the news when Sir Bradley Wiggins set the current record. Basically, it's the distance you can cover on an indoor velodrome in 1 hour of cycling. For any sports scientists in the audience, this requires you to maintain 400 watts, or at least 400 watts for the whole hour. At the same time, Graham was refining his thoughts around optimal bike design. The modifications included narrow handlebars for the tuck position, narrow hubs, narrow bottom bracket with a bearing from his washing machine, much to his wife's disgust. Yet, Graham not only had the ideas, but actually built the bike himself, proving that he was more than a competent engineer. The bike, named Old Faithful, on the 16th of July, would be the bike that would take him to break the world hour record that had been set by Francesco Moser some 9 years previously. But that's only half the story. Graham had actually attempted the record the day before on a very similar bike that had actually been built for him. But he was unhappy with that bike and took the unprecedented decision to try on Old Faithful the next day. Now, I'd like to give you some indication of the magnitude of what Graham did by quoting a press release after Eddy Merckx broke the hour record in 1972. Eddy Merckx, one of the most successful cyclists of all time, 5 times Tour de France winner. And it goes, he just got slower from there on, fighting his body the whole way. At the end, he was a wreck. He couldn't move, he couldn't speak. When he finally strung a few words together, it was to say that it had been terrible. Merckx himself, sometimes afterwards, said, "It's very, very hard. I couldn't walk for a few days after I did it. That's how hard it is." So the mental and physical determination that Graham demonstrated to ride faster the next day gives you some indication of the character of the man. Unfortunately for Graham, the world governing body banned his tuck position. So he just came up with another position, dubbed Superman, where you put your arms out in front instead of tucked in, and used that position to win the World Individual Pursuit Championships in 1995. So, in 150 years, there have been 3 positions to ride a bike, and this man has invented 2 of them. More recently, his exploits have included designing, building, and riding Beastie, a bike to break the world human-powered speed record. And on Beastie, Graham is the current world record holder for riding in a prone position. So, I commend you, Graham, for your cycling achievements, for your engineering achievements, and for daring to be different. Accordingly, I would now present to you, for the award of Honorary Degree of Doctor of the University, Graham O'Brie.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Business and Enterprise, I present to you for the degree of Master of Business Administration with distinction and winner of the Court Medal, John Connor Mooney. And for the degree of Master of Business Administration with distinction, Alec Geith Deng. And for the degree of Master of Business Administration, Mohammed Junaid Salim Ansari. Tolulipe Perkins Dada. James Peterson Firch. SM Ahanso Karim. And for the degree of Master of Science, International Financial Management, Monica Barkovia. And for the degree of Master of Science, International Human Resource Management with distinction, Patricia Flaherty. And for the degree of Master of Science, International Human Resource Management, Chimaroke Obichinga Chingbo. Chuku Anonsa Chuku Fum Nanya Aisha. Mohammed Anis Azam. And for the degree of Master of Science, International Management, Fraser Douglas Ellis. Ian Wilson Harkin. Callum Alexander Hay. Helene Grard. And for the degree of Master of Science, International Marketing Management, Bogdan Martsenko. And for the postgraduate diploma in International Financial Management, Mohammed Rumen Hussain. And for the postgraduate diploma in International Management with distinction and winner of the Court Medal, Paul Friel. And for the postgraduate diploma in International Marketing Management, William Matthews. And for the degree of Bachelor of Accounting with First Class Honours, Michelle Margaret Carlin. And for the degree of Bachelor of Accounting with Honours, Louise Geraldine Bailey. Gordon Boyd. Lorraine Campbell. Laura Ann Cleland. Michelle Claire Convery. Mary McTaggart. Sharon Randall. Lauren Elizabeth Taylor. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Business with First Class Honours, Anna Sophia Ginestri. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Business with Honours, Nikki Dargan. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Events Management with Honours, Julie Adams. And for the degree of Bachelor of Accounting with distinction, the following students: Martin Boyle. Lauren Elizabeth Hamilton. Sarah Lowry. Fiona Isabella Morag McKinnon. Lee Watt. And for the degree of Bachelor of Accounting, Anna Maria Abreu. Miriam Rebecca Armour. Carl Alexander Brown. Christina Margaret Brown. Claire Campbell. Ryan Dick. Daniel Donnelly. Stephanie Dunn. Leanne Knight. Stephanie McMillan. Hannah McIntosh. Louise Margaret McLaren. Karina Bissett Nichols. Katie Phillips. Joanne Ryder. Maja Sophia Scheimschak. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Business with distinction, the following students: Louise Byrne. Lauren Cosgrove. Yvonne Kerr. Tracy MacArthur. Sarah Ashley McCulley. Angela Dawn Maguire. Sharon Marie McSwan. Leigh Payne. Laura Jane Perkins. John Stewart. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Business, Derek Darville. Rasheen Elizabeth Madden. Greg McFarlane. Barry McIntosh. Frances Sarah Morris. Emma Joyce Muir. Caitlin Shields. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Event Management, Nicole Elizabeth Henderson McGeehan. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Event Management with Distinction, Caroline Elizabeth Jackson. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Event Management, Kimberly Napier. Lisa Singleton. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Human Resource Management, Eddie O'Donnell. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Law with distinction, the following students: Sinead Margaret Jackson. Zoheb Khalid. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Law, Shannon Douglas. And finally, Natalie Ellen Murray.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Education, I present to you for the Professional Graduate Diploma in Education Primary, Gillian Woods. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Community Education with first class honours and winner of the Court Medal, Christopher Charles Dominic Kerr. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Community Education with honours, Julie Ann McGrath. Carolyn Stevenson. Lynn Wilson. Stephen Youngson. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Childhood Practice, Anne-Marie Bannon. Elaine Patricia McCulloch. Marie Milliken. Stephen Edward Mullen. Lorraine Matilda Riley. Ashley Simpson. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Childhood Studies with distinction, the following students: Gillian Cunningham. Isabel MacLeod. Kirsten Ann Mather. Jennifer McCain. Mariam Nawaz. Jenna Thompson. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Childhood Studies, Samantha Jane Brown. Erin Kathleen Christie. Lorna Mitchell Dunlop. Danielle Hughes. Samantha Irvin. Laura McBride. Caitlin Owens. Emma Nicole Rafferty. Carrie-Anne Margaret Taylor. Rachel Jane Tennant. Brooke Williamson. Rachel Witherspoon. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Community Education with distinction and winner of the Court Medal, Lindsay Thompson. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Community Education, Craig Allen. Kirsty Connor. Emma Jo Givens. Natalie Hunter. Melissa Cameron Muir. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Community Learning and Participation, Sarah Lee Kane. And finally, Mary Pamela Carrick.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Media, Culture and Society, I present to you, for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Criminal Justice with honours, Nicole Adam. Lisa Marie Aitken. Kashif Akram. Ashley Hutton. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Journalism with First Class Honours and the winner of the Court Medal, Simon Thornton. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Social Science with First Class Honours, Clark Gary Watson. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Social Science with honours, Karine Gillies. Janet May Wilson. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Sports Journalism with honours, Daniel McKinnon. Peter John Owen. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Criminal Justice, Lisa Ann Carmichael. Michelle Cocktry. Siobhan Donoghue. Ian Miles Dunlop. Claire Anna Ferguson. Gulnaz Ganapichi. Jade Gurley. Gordon McAvoy. Diane McCready. Rachel McGarvey. Kate McGowan. Gary Morton. Meryl Senner. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Social Science, Amelia Michaela Armour. Lorna Ann Barr. Maxine Bowen. Annabelle Jane Henderson. Jennifer Ann McKendrick. Laura O'Neill. Laura Cyril. Mary Stobo. And finally, Pamela Jane Thompson.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Science and Sport, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis entitled An Evaluation of Salivary Testosterone Measurement in Exercise and Training, Lawrence Hayes. And with a thesis entitled An Examination of Low-Volume, High-Intensity Exercise on Cardiorespiratory Fitness, Peak Power and Quality of Life in Aging Men, Peter Herbert. And for the degree of Master of Science Biotechnology with distinction, the following students: Ghazala Nurian, Deborah Sim, and for the degree of Master of Science Sports Coaching with distinction, the following students: Tony Bryson, Adam John Gibson, Andrew Kirk, and for the degree of Master of Science Sports Coaching, Mark Bernard Wilson. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Applied Bioscience with Forensic Investigation with honours, Kashif Ali. Kamil Chukrovsky. Nicola Ann Edwards. Nicole Gracie. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Sports Coaching with honours, Robert John Armour. David Earle. Laura Gray. David Ledbetter. Elizabeth Fairley McClatchy. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Sports Development with honours, Liam Peter Duncan. Greg James McLaughlin. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Applied Bioscience with distinction and winner of the Court Medal, Callum McGregor King. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Applied Bioscience with distinction, Dominic Ralston. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Applied Bioscience, Stacey Jean Francis Arkley. John Patrick Howell. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Applied Bioscience with Forensic Investigation with distinction, Deborah Ann Finney. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Applied Bioscience with Forensic Investigation, Ga Ling Ho. Louise McCluskey. Tina Soap. Gareth Sweeney. Darren Walter. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Sport and Exercise Science, Caitlin Hendry. Kerry Ann Agnes Taylor. Kim Rose Thompson. Zahid Usman Yassin. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Sport Coaching, Kirsty Louise Hanlon. Emily Higgins. Amanda Monaghan. Calvin Close Wallace. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Sport Development, Graham Robert Chambers. Jamie Cameron Forrest. Adam Alexander Hart. Heather Loudon. And finally, Craig Allen Mackenzie.
Vice-Chancellor, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, aspirants, young people. Not your normal introduction. Thanks, Professor Davidson, for that quite enlightening insight into myself, actually. When I boil it away, my career was actually, in effect, about 5 years. From 1993, the hot years, to about 1997, when I won the last British Time Trial Championship. But I've got the hindsight of having worked for 15 or 20 years to get a career, had 4 years of it, the hot part of it, and came out the other end of it with hindsight. And there's a lot of that stuff that came out of that I still use in my own life today, that I kind of automatically did because of the obsessional nature of it, but good things came of it. There was a lot of adversity to overcome. I'll only give one example. It was before I broke the world record the first time. I had no belief. Well, I did have belief, but I had no belief justified by having done it before. So I had to generate my own belief. And I was out in a blizzard in the darkness, and I had a front and back puncture, 2 spare tubes, so I had to carry on regardless. Oh, I didn't have to. It was only 2 miles to the garage, but I chose to, because that was my test. When I face adversity, I see it as a personal challenge. It's welcomed. It's a gift to me to test and challenge me, to strengthen me. Then, when further challenges come along, I'm strong enough. You know, if it wasn't for those adversity and challenges, like Professor Davidson explained, I wouldn't have been the person I am today. But in those 5 years, at some point in those 5 years, I found myself on a start line in Belgium. And many professional cyclists or sports people would love to be in that start line. You know, I was thinking to myself, I can't really be faced with this bike race today. And then I re-engaged. I had to re-engage with what brought me here in the first place. And that was the passion for my sport. And I re-engaged with people who went and did that sport for no money, no benefit other than the passion of doing it. Now, a lot, you graduates out there, not wanting to sound like the elder statesman, but you know, sometimes I have to pull myself back and go, you know what, I chose to do this. That's how I came back to being world champion in 1995, is because I goes, hold on, you spent your whole life doing this, you chose to do this. There's many among you out there who will find yourself on a Monday morning going, Monday morning again. And you'll forget you spent all this effort here. You'll forget that this fine institution has told you you're very, very capable. And it goes, Monday morning again. And see, when I find myself doing that, I goes, hold on, I worked to do this. I wanted to do this. Every single one of you sat out there just now, you're there for a reason, because you wanted to do this. And never forget that in the course of decades ahead of you. And you know, life is a journey. And it's not just passion, it's also, when you have life problems in front of you, you know, there's a common saying that says, there's no problems, there's solutions. Well, quite clearly that's nonsense, because there's solutions that can be solved and solutions that can't. But I'll tell you this as a certainty. If you think there's no solution, there won't be. You know, my solution to life is this: have another cup of tea and carry on regardless. And I'd like to close by saying, you know, it's really touching to see the talent that this university has produced. These people come in front of me and all the hard work that's been done here, and to be welcomed. It's much been offered, this award, but me actually accepting it, because obviously most people know that I did struggle in life quite a bit, to say the least, and it's an honour for me to accept this, because I did spend a lot of years being who I am, and I'm thankful for all of it, thankful for the adversity, because it's enabled me to be the person that I am, and I'm always thankful for it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be stood before you giving my sagely advice. But you know, more than anything, do it because you love it, and life's for living. And that's my philosophy. Get up in the day and embrace life with what's been given us. So I thank the university, and it's a great honour and a privilege. And that's all I have to say. So thank you very much.
Well, that's nearly the end of this afternoon's ceremony, but I always like to say a few final comments. Reflecting on what Graham has just told us and what Jean was talking about earlier, I think the strong message this afternoon was that you don't know what's in front of you in life. There are challenges, there are opportunities, but you've certainly set yourself on a good pathway by graduating with an award this afternoon from UWS, and we wish you every success. But life is a journey, and it's a long journey. And without wanting to diminish the achievements of all of the graduates this afternoon, it's quite astonishing for me that the oldest graduate this afternoon, as far as I could tell, was Dr. Peter Herbert, sitting down there, who graduated with a PhD. And as I spoke with him on the stage and just verified my facts, Peter is in fact in his 70s. The look on his face, he doesn't thank me for saying that. These events have lots of tradition with them, but of course they also have some opportunity for enjoyment, and we wanted you to enjoy this afternoon, and I hope you have done. Jean encouraged you earlier to make a noise while people were receiving their awards. I think you did a pretty poor job, so I'm going to come back to that concept in a moment. Now, the challenge here is, and there are a few of my colleagues that were with me this morning, when I put this challenge to the group this morning, I have to admit we had the loudest response I've ever had in a graduation ceremony here at UWS in this challenge, which I've been running for 3 years. Now, the challenge, which I said, was when I count down 3, 2, 1, I want you to raise the roof in recognition of the achievements of all of our graduates this afternoon on stage and in front of us, and so that the campus colleagues back there a mile away can hear us. They did that. Now, the audience is no smaller this afternoon, so the challenge is on you. I want you to clap, holler, hoop, whistle, and encourage the achievements of these people here who are our outstanding graduates. So 3, 2, 1, yes! Wonderful. I'm not sure it was close, if not better, but I'm not sure. We'll judge later. I know that when people come along to support the graduates this afternoon, it's family members, it's friends and others, and I'm always appreciative of the fact the audience has a number of children in it, and I've seen a number of children, one just sitting here, and many others around the audience here. For those parents who have been looking after them, that's not always easy. Please don't feel embarrassed if your child was making a noise. That doesn't bother me at all. And of course, as Jean said, they are the graduates of the future. So there's a registration desk on the way out. So sign them up, please, on any degree that you want to, but we'll look forward to seeing them in between probably 18 and less years. This morning we had a very special occurrence. I just want to make mention of it because there was a graduate this morning who at 3 o'clock this afternoon, I think probably that's about half an hour ago now, was actually getting married in the room next door. So we had a student here this morning who went through the stress and the trauma that you've all gone through, and rest assured I can see that on your faces when you come up here and you're not sure where to go, what to do, whether to take the hat off me, all sorts of stresses. So a young student this morning, a young lady called Carrie, came and processed across here, and then at 3 o'clock this afternoon she married her husband who was in the audience sitting upstairs, which is for us, a delightful occasion. We've had mothers and daughters before and twins and so on, but not a couple getting married. It remains for me merely to say thank you very much for coming this afternoon. We wish you graduates every success in your future careers. Please do keep in contact with us. Come back and tell us about your achievements. Come back and do another degree. And as we heard from Peter's example, it's never too late. Okay, so the door is always open for doing another degree. Well, Peter will register you on the way out. In closing this assembly, I welcome you all to come back to the Hamilton campus where there's a reception in the Armada Hall. So I hope you'll all enjoy some festivities there with us this afternoon. Safe travels home. Thank you very much.